Since the late November this year, when Dr. Kizza, Besigye and Obeid Kamulegeya were abducted and driven back to face trial by Ugandan security personnel, the political opposition at home has expressed outrage at the actions. Today, at the invitation of the leader of opposition in parliament, Joel Senyonyi, political party leaders have formally condemned the manner in which Besigye and Lutale were arrested, saying this is intended to create fear among those opposed to government. National Unity Platform President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu and Alliance for National Transformation President Mugisha Muntu led opposition political parties' heads in the meet.
We do belong to different political entities as the opposition, but we are more similar than we are different. The issues that make us similar, the hounding, the persecution, and all of that, it happens to all of us in various ways. Besides, who gets charged in the court-martial, what charges are preferred against that person, and who does or doesn't get bail from the court-martial. He uses it to punish and intimidate his opponents, and we condemn that.
The party heads say that acts of abducting Ugandans from Kenya taint the country's image, and they question whether the authorities care any more about Uganda's image.
That at their subconscious level, they have given up on the image of their government. That they no longer care about protecting image, because basically maybe they think in their minds that they no longer have anything to protect in terms of image.
I don't know at what stage President Museveni became the president of Greece, became the president of Geneva, and now is taking over the issues of Kenya. As a country, we should get worried.
Elias Lukwago, who is also one of Besigye's lead lawyer, has described the General Court Martial as a disciplinary committee not fit to try any serious offences.
By continuing to call it a court, we are sanitizing it. And we give that facade of, trial being conducted by an impartial court, which is not the case. So let us call it what it is, a disciplinary committee of the military, where they are dragging civilians to subject them to martial law. These are very serious matters. You are having non-lawyers presiding over serious matters. The offense under Section 128 of the UPDF Act, under which Obeid and Besigye are charged, carries a maximum sentence of death.
They then issued a joint statement, which was read out by the Secretary General of NUP, Lewis Lubongoya. In their 6-point statement, the political heads condemned the abduction of Dr. Kizza, Besigye and Obeid Kamulegeya from Kenya's violation of domestic, regional and international laws, condemned their trial in the military court, which has no jurisdiction to try civilians, and further say one cannot get a free and fair trial at the General Court Martial, where the military is the complainant, prosecutor and judge. Demand an end to the trial of civilians in military courts in adherence with numerous rulings by the Uganda's Constitutional Court. Call on Chief Justice Alfonso Winyidolo and the Supreme Court to end the trial of civilians in military courts and the attendant violations of human rights. Demand that the charges against Dr. Kizza, Besigye and Obeid Kamulegeya are dropped and or swiftly transferred to civilian courts bearing jurisdiction to try the alleged offences. The opposition politicians urge Ugandans to amplify their voices against the repeated abduction of Ugandans from foreign lands, but also trying civilians in General Court Martial, which is unconstitutional. Dr. Besigye and Lutale are expected in the Army General Court Martial tomorrow for mention of their cases. Kamulegeya, NTV.
Go politely